In this video, I'm going to introduce you to the units that we will encounter in the metric system. This is an important skill that you will need in order to be successful in chemistry or really any science class. So it's very important that if this is a challenging topic for you, that you pause this video, rewind the video, take notes on the video, and of course you can always email me or come talk to me in office hours if this is something that's challenging for you. So, first thing, we need to look at what's in the metric system. The metric system is centered around base units. So base units are fundamental units that we will be using in the metric system that we then add prefixes to them to indicate whether they are large units or small units. Now this is very, very different from what you see in the United States, right, where you have to memorize how many cups are in a gallon and all that kind of stuff. That's not what you're going to be doing in chemistry classes. Number one, we don't measure volume using cups. And number two, there's no memorization of that specific kind of thing. So long as you understand the concept of the prefix and the number that goes along with it, you can make a conversion from one unit to the other almost instantaneously in your head once you're used to it. So it does take a little bit of practice. It is something that's probably going to be new to you. So again, that's why I emphasize practice, practice, practice. So these are the base units, and you must memorize them, okay? This is not something that you'll be able to do if you don't learn the base units, okay? These are things you must absolutely learn. So the base unit of mass is the gram, which we indicate with a lowercase g. The unit of volume is the liter, which is represented with an uppercase L. The unit of distance or length is the meter, which is an uppercase M. Lowercase m, lowercase m. Uppercase m means something very, very different, lowercase m. The unit of temperature is the Kelvin, not degrees Kelvin, just Kelvin. Okay, that's an uppercase K. Now we do use degrees Celsius very frequently. Okay, all my thermometers are Celsius thermometers, but it's very easy to convert Celsius to Kelvin. It's a very simple conversion. And then the amount of substance is the mole, which is we represent MOL. These base units must be memorized. So, how do I know if what I'm given is a base unit or if it's a modified unit? Well, there's a very easy way to tell if I've given you a base unit or if I've given you a modified unit. And the way we do that is by the symbol. Okay? If our symbol is one letter or if it's two letters, that will tell me, do I have a modified unit or do I have a base unit? So for instance, if I give you just G, right? Plain old G, that's one letter. There's nothing in front of it. There's no prefix. That means that that's the base unit gram, right? That would be gram. Whereas if I gave you mg, little m, right? That's a modified base unit. That little m stands for milli, okay? Which is a modified base unit. So the base units can be modified to show whether they are large or small variations on that base unit. So we use prefixes to make our base units big or small. So let's look at distance. I tried to pick a unit that you might be familiar with from life. So I chose distance, okay? Most people are familiar with the idea of a kilometer or a kilometer, depending on how you want to pronounce it, right? That's a large distance. You know, the US, an analog would be the mile, right? But a mile and a kilometer are not the same, but that would be an equivalent unit that you would measure a large distance, all right? Whereas a millimeter is a small distance, very, very small. I should say small distance, because a picometer is a very small distance. This is something you'd measure on the atomic scale, right? Radius of an atom measured in picometers. Millimeters, we're talking, sheets of paper, whereas a kilometer would be distance from here to your house, right? Those are large distances, those are small distances, and these are very small distances. So in the next video, I will discuss the numeric values associated with each of these prefixes and how to make metric conversions. Again, if this is something that's challenging you, please seek help. Email, come see me in office hours, There are lots of ways to get help on this, but this is a very, very, very crucial topic. And I hope this video helps you in your preparation for chemistry using the metric system.